I'm Luke Howard.
And you've been here almost every day, haven't you?
I have been here almost every day and night apart from Boxing Day.
So what have you enjoyed?
I've enjoyed everything, meeting the people. I came with a very unopen mind about what I was going to see, and it's changed my life quite a lot.
That's a big statement, why?
Well, I think the first thing that did it was when I did the shower duties, and people, the way they looked at a pair of socks and pants like something that they'd never seen for a very long time, and I take things like that for granted. I mean, you go in your drawer, you get your socks and pants, and when someone looks at things so small and thanks you so much for something that is just nothing really to me, that it just changes you.
And we had a government minister today. You got anything that kind of government or local government should be doing, do you think?
Yes, I think they should come here and see it for themselves. That how 4 days of a year can change people's lives, that they get excited for the whole next year. And I think that more needs to be done. And they say that there's 8 people homeless in Birmingham, and I've spoke to 150 on Christmas Eve that were sleeping here. So I think that their statistics are a little bit off.
So we're missing something somewhere.
Absolutely, and I think that more of these should be open than just this one.
Cool.
It's been good fun. I've really enjoyed it.
Highlights?
All sorts, really. People are brilliant. Volunteers are great. It's fantastic fun.
How's the night shift? Stressful?
No. The usual things. Everything that normally happens.
Nothing you can't handle?
Yeah, it's been good. They're all well behaved.
All of them?
Not all of them. Not all of them.
Except the trustees.
Trustees are brilliant.
And so your favourite bit of the week?
Favourite bit of the week, as ever, Christmas morning. And bingo calling. I was bingo calling on Saturday night. That was good fun.
Brilliant. And the worst bit, least favourite bit?
This now being interviewed by you, Richard.
Brilliant. So, who are you?
I'm Laura.
And so your favourite bit of the week?
Clothing day yesterday.
Because?
It was a bit crazy, a bit manic, but it was fun.
And least favourite bit?
Mopping today.
Mopping up, clearing
Yes.
up. Steve?
Yeah.
Favourite bit?
Favourite bit, walking around the main hall, just helping out the guests and making sure they got cups of tea and food and that they're all right.
Least favourite bit?
Least favourite bit, to be honest, I've enjoyed it all. It's been great, you know what I mean? So it was well worth it. Enjoyed it.
Cool.
I'm Roy Jones. I'm in charge of sandwiches and snacks. The best part of the week was having dealings with all the likeable and very helpful volunteers that come each year. The worst part was trying to find a vacant taxi in the centre of Birmingham at 8 o'clock on a Sunday morning. I looked around for 40 minutes before I eventually managed to find one.
To get you here?
To get me here for the last part of the journey.
Brilliant.
The favourite bit of the week was when the very excellent Mr. Brooke of Birmingham Waste came with the right vehicle at the right time and took everything that we had and advised us.
Brilliant.
The worst is Tetra Paks.
Because?
Because they won't recycle. And I wish that they would stop making Tetra Paks out of material that can't be recycled.
Favourite thing? Spending time with spending time with the guests.
Okay.
Playing games. We played Taboo with some of the guests. It was quite good actually, because English isn't their first language, so it was quite funny, entertaining, and they learned a bit as well at the same time. Worst bit? Finding some needles behind the Christmas tree. That was probably it hurt a bit, to be honest. And, you know, then again, it kind of emphasised where these people in the situation they're in and so forth.
Yeah.
And on the final day, it hurt a bit as well. I seen them go because, you know, you've kind of built a friendship with them, and you hope not to see them again next year. But at the same time, you hope to see them again.
Yeah.
In some respects, so it's kind of like 2 sides of a coin.
Cool.
That's it, really.
No, it's just being here, like, you know. I mean, we enjoyed, don't we? We enjoyed being part of it, and talking to the guests and whatnot.
Brilliant. And the worst thing?
The worst thing, it's the stroppy guests we have. You know, we can have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you know.
Especially on clothing day.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean.
Best thing of the week, I think, for me, was probably the hopefulness and the honesty of so many of our volunteers and guests, and the way they worked so well together for the 6 days. Worst thing about the week, probably. The sense of despair that some of the guests had at certain times during the week, and the fact that you couldn't do anything for them in terms of what was going to happen at the end of the week.
Probably the best thing. I only did 2 days, and I spent a considerable amount of those 2 days doing on-the shower duties, and that was good because seeing the guests after having 5-10 minutes in piping hot water with clean clothes and fresh toiletries, seeing the smile on their faces when they came out was very pleasing, and it's just something that we take for granted, and it was probably a one-off for them, and that was probably the highlight for me, definitely.
Worst thing?
There wasn't really many bad things. I suppose the worst thing was the harsh realisation that my table football skills are not what they were from the previous year, and I need to do a lot of work for next year, without a doubt, to match the ability of the guests.
Okay then, Jamie, best bit of the week, best thing of the week?
Well, I'm not sure really. I suppose it was serving our guests.
Okay.
Serving the homeless and looking after them for the Christmas week and giving them some love.
And worst thing, the worst thing of the week?
The worst thing of the week is I'm an holistic therapist, and it was quite stressful at times. but it was fantastic overall.
Best thing, walking in when you come into the hall and seeing all the happy faces and people waving to you and you start to recognise people.
And the worst thing?
Saying goodbye to them yesterday, without a doubt. That was really touching.
Best thing of the week, I think, seeing that we've made a huge difference to our guests' lives for the 5 days. Really happy atmosphere, everyone having a great time, seeing people warm, well fed, seeing all our volunteers doing such a fantastic job.
Worst thing?
Worst thing, obviously seeing them go. That's always really tough, knowing that quite a lot of us are going back to rough sleeping and quite unstable housing situations. I think also that effectively, although we do a fantastic job here, we shouldn't really be here. There should be systems in place so that our guests aren't having such challenging lives.